under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Chad Kuhl, the Delaware-born hurler, gets the call to start here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
So next to hit is Brandon Nimmo, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Now here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 30.
1 out, runner at first, and up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Nimmo leads off first with 1 away. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning, and now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Jacob Degrom will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Here's the first pitch. Kevin Newman is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. Now a reaching grab as he makes the play and loses his balance all at once. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think everyone should keep an eye on Gregory Polanco. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
So now it's Brian Reynolds. Only one hit for him in his last 4 ball games. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone, trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Ke'Bryan Hayes digging in now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 5 homers and 25 driven in. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. So here's Pete Alonso.
Leading off to the left, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 3-0 now.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the 2nd guy in 2 innings here.
3-0 count. Here it comes. Green light on the changeup, but he comes up empty. 3-1.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Full count. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith. 1-0 the count. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 2-0 now. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Knuckle curve and a beauty. 2-1 now. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw on to first will get him. Scored 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
First pitch on its way.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brian Goodwin.
The left fielder, Brian Goodwin.
First delivery to him. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Goodwin, a former Cincinnati Red. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
Here now the 2-2. He's up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Into the box, Colin Moran. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll check in here at 256. 5 homers and 33 driven in. And that one yanked just foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. And there's ball 2 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Gregory Polanco. And he takes ball one. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Moran stands at first with one out. And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7. The second baseman.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings up Adam Frazier. From the belt. Hardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away. He's set the 3-2. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. He's set the payoff pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Up next for the Buccos, Jacob Stallings. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here. Out
of the stretch, the 3-1 home. And it's full now, 3-2.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Pirates strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. At the plate now is J.D. Davis, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch is low and outside for a ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 2-2. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Mccann.
Next, it'll be James Mccann, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Degrom.
Two down, no one on base, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob Degrom. Now here it comes. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the third coming up, no score.
We're back now as the Pirates line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had their issues on offense. Currently, they rank dead last in the league in team batting average and, perhaps more importantly, runs scored. As one of the coaches told me, the entire organization is trying to figure out how to put a more potent lineup on the field, but that's not something that changes overnight. He said it's going to be a process to become the team we want to be, but we're willing to do the hard work that it's going to take to get there. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi.
The pitcher, Chad Cool.
First pitch coming, here it is. And it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Hey! Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. The bouncer to the left side. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Tampa, Newman.
Ready now is Kevin Newman. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB on its way. On the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Reynolds.
At the plate, Brian Reynolds. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only one away.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. So now to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The set and the 1-0. Hit to short. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucko rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And now, Jeff McNeil grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1.
That's outside.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
The count is 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 1 ball, no strikes to count. McNeil on at first, nobody out. Hit sharply on the ground. There's one.
He's out.
On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings, and there are 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Now to the plate, here is Michael Conforto. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that will end up a foul ball. Two and two.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
A bouncer to the left side. Oh, what a play! He gathers the throw.
He's out.
Touché, sir. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth, and that'll bring up Colin Moran.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he fouls this one off. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
So now to the plate, Gregory Polanco. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and belted to right by Polanco. This one's deep. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that will bring in Adam Frazier.
Second baseman.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 7 homers and 32 driven in. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Nope. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Jacob Stallings, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Pirates tack on 1 more on the solo home run. We played 4. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're doing a decent job of putting the ball in play, but far too many of their swings are resulting in soft contact and groundouts. The adjustment that they're talking about down here is forcing the ball up in the zone, laying off anything from the knees down, and punishing anything they get in the middle to upper part of the zone.
Leading off for the Mets.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Count is 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Popped him up. Moran is there, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. First pitch on its way. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike two, says the third base umpire. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Bases are empty, one man out.
Nope.
Looked like
Ball
the
one.
sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Line to second where it's caught there for out number two.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Base is empty, two away, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First offering. Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. Oh and 1, here it comes.
Ball one.
There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. And he
Count
lays
is
off
2-1.
this one down and in for ball two. 2 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. Throw in time and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Halfway home from PNC Park. All even now at 1-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off
Bottom of the
for
inning now.
Pirates,
And next will be the pitcher, Chad Kuhl.
Chad Kuhl.
First offering.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Mccann.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 1-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident
Now
about
batting,
getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had
Newman.
other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Into the box now, Kevin Newman. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. The 1-0 home.
Ball. 2-0.
Kuhl stands at second with no outs. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. pops this one up. Alonso might try to make a play on it, and this is going to be a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Grounded to first. He's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
The center fielder, number 10, Reynolds.
Now a man at third with one away, and that'll bring up Reynolds. From the stretch, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
To the plate now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set, the 0-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Now to the plate, James Mccann flew out in his only at-bat so far.
The catcher, James Mccann.
Here's the first pitch to him. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Degrom.
And now here is Jacob Degrom. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the first pitch. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
So here's Jeff McNeil. And it's grounded just foul down the line. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's down.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Now the 0-1. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Fouled off. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Brian Goodwin is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
The first baseman, Colin Moran.
In now, Colin Moran. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field for a one-out single. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we check out our Pittsburgh Pirate leaderboard, you can see that he currently sits second best on the team in that category. At the plate now, Gregory Polanco, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the 0-1.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
The 0-2 delivery. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
0-1 the count. From the stretch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Well hit to right, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Weak roller right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pirates leave one. Score remains tied 1-1. So here's Brandon Nimmo. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Now here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Goodwin has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Digging in will be Michael Conforto. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
A ball and a strike now. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. In the dirt. In time, and he is nailed at second. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Sinker, 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. Still tied 1 apiece. Joey Lucchesi will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Joey.
So now here is Jacob Stallings. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The catcher, Jacob Stallings.
First delivery to him. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Conforto is there, 1 away.
Up next for the Pirates, the pitcher, Chad.
Eric Gonzalez will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away.
Number 2, Eric Gonzalez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
Up next to the Pirates, the shortstop, Kevin.
Next up, Kevin Newman has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Nimmo will get there, and he puts it away. 3 go the Pirates. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Sean Poppin is on his way into the ballgame now, as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Sean Poppin.
Now to bat, Dominic Smith. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Dominic Smith.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. And this is foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
The count 1-1.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
A bouncer to the left side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low from him so far in this one. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Swing and a little tapper.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Ready on 1-2.
I got the count 2-2.
Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time. Into the corner and slicing foul. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. J.D. Davis the next to bat. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0.
Nope.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Outside, 3-0 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Here it is, the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Into the box, James Mccann, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Mets strand one. Score remains tied 1-1. Kevin Pillar will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
For the Mets. Now playing left field, number 11.
So now into the box is Brian Reynolds. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
So he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Here comes the 0-1. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Hard hit towards center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Standing in now, Brian Goodwin. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside, 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Luis Guillorme is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. The 1-0 home. Swing and a liner. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Weak grounder back to the mound. One there. On to first and yet another double play. Their 4th of the night, and there are quickly 2 gone here. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one. Kept the hitters off balance and was a lot of fun to watch.
To the plate now, Brandon Nimmo. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Ball 3, 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Still tied 1 apiece. Aaron Luke comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 32, Aaron Luke.
All set for the bottom of the 9th, and that'll bring up Colin Moran.
For the Pirates, the first baseman, Colin Moran.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Hey.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Colin Moran is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. In now, Gregory Polanco. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Count. The pitch will not catch the zone. Ball 3. a 3-0 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Pilar. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Next to hit, Adam Frazier. He bounced out last time up. Now the first pitch.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Ready with the 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Count remains at 0-2. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike one.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th.
Well, good fundamental baseball might just win him this ball game. They had the go-ahead run at second base, so this guy knows exactly what he has to do. Just a simple ground ball to the right side gets that guy to third, and now all sorts of ways to take the lead.
At the plate now, Pete Alonso, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Into the box, Kevin Pilar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Here's the 1-0.
That's ball
2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Stallings is under it. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied at 1-1. Chance to walk it off, and now here is Jacob Stallings. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The pitcher, number 62, John.
Michael Perez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 5.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Hit hard toward the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Newman.
Digging in next, Kevin Newman, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch.
That's out.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Ready with the 2-0. Hit sharply, but caught down there at third. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Austin Davis takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 32, Austin Davis.
Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D.
Now it'll be J.D. Davis. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Ripped down the line. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Stepping in now, James Mccann. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Now the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Jose Martinez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Jose Martinez.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch sends that one out of play for strike 1. Comes in here right at 260. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1.
Ball 2. 2 balls,
Davis
1 strike.
stands at second with 2 gone. To short. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Seth Lugo takes the situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Brian Reynolds will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. As a look, now the pitch. One and 2 now.
No, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Again, another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Now another 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter, who's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2. But when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Next, here is Ke'Bryan Hayes. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Now
you can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only one out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Striding in is Brian Goodwin, the potential tying run for him at third base. Here's the first pitch.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
0-1, here's the pitch.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He'll try again, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Colin Moran, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got the potential tying run at third, the winning run at second base. Here's the 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Metropolitans get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Aaron Luke claims the win out of the pen, his first. Seth Lugo records the save, his 28th on the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets: 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Pirates, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out in the NL West, the Los Angeles Dodgers combined for 4 total home runs as they toppled the Rockies 10-2. The Padres combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks racked up 11 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-1. Colin McHugh earned his 4th win out of the bullpen, leading the way for Tampa Bay over Atlanta 1-0. The Philadelphia Phillies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-0. The Brewers hit 3 long balls as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 11-10. Aaron Loop got win number 1 on the year as the Mets bested the Pirates 2-1. Trent Thornton earned win number 7 this season as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Rangers 5-1. The Bronx Bombers launched 3 home runs as they beat the visiting Red Sox 7-6. The White Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the home victory against the Astros 11-1. The Twins put together 10 total hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-1. The Kansas City Royals amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 9-3. Kurt Suzuki was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs as the Angels got the win against the Mariners 4-2. The Indians totaled 11 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-3. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Bye.